Today we will be taking a closer look into lubicle speedy. So some things to note before we get on with the video. Lubicle speedy requires 2 to 5 drops, so I would put in around 4, and I'd say it's right between thick and just flat out runny for a lubricant. Like a thick lubricant would be lubicle silk, and a runny kind of one would be DNM37, a light lubricant, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna say this is a little bit more towards thickness, but it is still not too thick. My test cube for this video and for most videos where I lubricant urethries and look in depth will be my MF2RS. It's just a normal MF2RS, and I do have to clean it out because it's already got some lubricant in it. It's like with any cube when you disassemble it and when you want to re-lube it, you take the cube apart because you always want to clean your cube. I know you've probably heard that multiple times, but you always want to clean your cube before you lubricate it again, or else lubrication will keep building up in the cube, and the cube will eventually, no matter what lubricant you put in it, it'll eventually get really slow. So you don't have to take off an entire center cap like I did. I just wanted to speed up the process, and you just get all the pieces off the core except for the centers. Yes, that also means you want to take these center caps off. Even though there's not much lubricant on it, you just want to get them out of the way. So for towel, I would prefer microfiber, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to use a normal cloth, and you just hold it like this, and you just go through the piece, just like that, until it feels like it's all off, and you do that for all the pieces. Oh, and don't forget torpedoes if your cube has them. By the way, I won't be doing this in every video. I just wanted to knock it out in the first one of the series, so nobody asks me and I don't have an answer. But now I do. I can just say go to episode 1, and there's a pretty good tutorial there on how to clean out your cube. But I might even do another video on that. The part on the corner that you really want to get is the stock pretty well, because right between the stock, right where the stock is, not the big corner piece, but the stock is where it meets the edge. For the core, you definitely want to get all that you can. What I do is I go around the center piece, and then I pull it up and then try to get under there, because that's where some of the lubricant goes, and the lubricant that goes there affects the cube at a pretty decent level. Once you've done every single piece, if you've taken off the centerpiece like I have, you put the spring back in this and stick it in, and then screw it back on. Remember, when you're screwing screws back in, so you want to make sure, if you want to tell if it's a cube that the center caps pop in when there's no pieces, like they go in. So you don't want to put these screws down all the way, or else you'll strip some of your core, and that's bad. So right now this screw looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure you guys already know how to reassemble a cube, so that really should not be something I need to go over, because if you don't know how to reassemble a cube, then you're probably pretty new to cubing, therefore probably not on my channel. In the case that you are new, you want to be left with one edge piece to put in, and you want to misalign it, the layer to about halfway, and stick it in the best you can. So now I need to tighten this side a bit more. To check your tensions, I always just go like this, and they feel pretty even here. This cube is loose anyway, so shouldn't have to tighten it much more. And then you just stick the center caps back in. Okay, so before I lubricate this cube, I need to take some notes on before and after type things. So before, right now it's very fast. It's got a decent amount of lockups, and it is very unstable, actually. Not controllable at all. It's definitely got some problems with that. And I would say it's right in the middle of smooth and rough. Okay, so with lubicle speedy it says 2 through 5. I'm gonna give it a 3 since it's 3x3. So let's go ahead and pop these drops in here. So for lubricating cubes, I would go when it's a piece lubrication, which this one is, not a core. I would go with this, with a corner, then go to the opposite one, and then if there's more than 2 drops, which there on average is, but then I'd go these. Okay, so we did these 2, so I would go with this one. Or really just one of your choice. That didn't really get very far in, but that's good enough. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's take a look. Let's break it in. Sorry if it looks like I'm bad, I'm just solving through the viewfinder. Okay, so I'm gonna take some notes and get back to you. Okay guys, I'm back, and I gotta say, this cube is even faster than before. It's like super fast, but with that comes more lockups. But for some reason it feels a lot smoother. Don't let that fool you, because it's still uncontrollable. And I don't understand this, but it does not feel as stable. I think that comes with the smoothness of the cube. I thought that would just go along with the uncontrollability, but apparently not. It does not feel like it's gonna pop at all. That doesn't mean it feels stable, it just feels less unstable than before. So I guess differing these results from the last one, I'm gonna say that this lubricant, lubicle speedy, makes your cube faster, smoother, and with the smoothness comes more stability, but with the speed, that comes with more lockups. So it depends on what you like more. It's not a cube to stabilizer. It's not a lubricant to make your cube more stable. That's for sure. We'll leave that to silicone-based lubes. And that basically concludes the video. I would recommend Lubicle Speedy if you have a super slow cube that's controllable enough that you feel like this lubricant will not damage it enough. I know that I'll probably feel like considering this for something like my Pyraminx or my Square One. I think mostly my Square One, since my Pyraminx is pretty fine. But thank you all for watching episode 1 of my hardware series, and I'll see you all in the next episode.